Hello, Georgia. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
That's good. I'm good. I'm good. Someone else has joined. Stella, but no sound or video. It's okay. So how's the challenge been so far, Georgia? Good?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's yeah, I've gone down a couple of kgs and I'm feeling better from it,
That's
like
good.
just from eating less crap.
Yeah.
And yeah, like there's obviously times where it's hard, like after dinner when I want to eat all the time, but
Yeah.
it's overall pretty good.
That's good. That's good. That's awesome. Good time. Good time.
Yeah.
Must be happy. All right. Who else? Oh, Tracy, what's up? How's it going?
Oh, good. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm going great, thank you. How's everything going with your?
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. That's good. That's good. Awesome. Stella, what's up?
Good. I'm good.
You're good? Smashing goals?
Yep. Slowly getting there.
Slowly but
Each
surely,
day.
that's one.
Yep.
That's good. Good work. You've got I like your garden.
Yeah, it's my back lawn. Otherwise, you get to see my mayhem of an office.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. That's all good. Hi, Lisa. Does Lisa have sound?
Hi,
Oh, you got sound. That's good. How are you?
good, thank you.
It's very good to hear. How's everything with the challenge, kicking goals?
Yeah, trying my best.
That's good. Good work. It's great to have you on. And we've just got someone else on. Sarah's on. Any sounds? No, no video yet. Okay. So yeah, okay. So I guess we'll start with you, Lisa. I guess so far, what's been your biggest win in the last 7 days?
Probably getting out, doing some exercise.
Yeah.
Been doing quite a bit. Yep.
Awesome. And how does that make you feel?
Tired.
Tired?
Yeah, I think it's just it's because it's quite a bit from not doing much to getting out there. So yeah, it's a bit exhausting, but getting through it.
Yeah, for sure. Good work. Good work. Awesome to hear. And afterwards you always feel better for it and stuff, and
Yeah.
energy levels will be going up and you'll be feeling fantastic. So, good. Awesome. Sarah. No, still on mute. Okay. And yeah, okay. And we'll go with two more. We'll go with Georgia. What has been your biggest win in the last 7 days?
Probably just sticking to the food plan
Yeah.
and yeah, actually feeling better from it, like just less bloated and not going to bed super full and stuff like that. We're just feeling better.
Yeah. Awesome. And I guess what's this time, what do you feel like has been the difference?
I think because I have a goal in mind, which I've sort of had for a little while, but it's kind of like it's as cliched as it sounds. It's kind of like it's the new year. It's actually time to do something about it. If I actually want to, reach my goal, I'm not going to do it. I just, if I'm just good for a few days and then go back to my old habits. Yeah. So.
That's cool. Awesome. A goal with a deadline. That's powerful.
Yeah.
Very good. And let's go with you, Tracy. What's been the biggest win in the last 7 days?
I'd say starting up the actual exercising. Like I've I've been walking every day,
Mhm.
but today, apart from my day one, was the first time I've done exercise the whole time, and I felt really good afterwards. So it was doing the beginner workout level, but it seemed a little bit too easy. So just got to up it, maybe add some weights or something to everything I do. Yeah, but it's cool.
Great. Awesome. Very good. Very good. I always feel like, I don't want to do the exercise. And then when I do it, I just feel like $1,000,000. Like it's the best thing ever.
But it's good now that I'm back at work too, so I've been able to, I've set a routine for everything. Yeah, so it's cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. Glad to hear. Glad to hear that. So, yeah, I've got a couple of things that I want to talk about, and a lot of you, it's early on in your journey. You've just started. So a lot of us, this is a mixture between my VIP clients and my 28-day challenge clients. And so a lot of you have just started your 28-day challenge. We've just finished week 1. And what tends to happen in the early stages is we've got this part of our brain called the reptilian brain. And it actually fires whenever something uncomfortable happens, or if there's change about. So it'll fire and it'll want us to go back to comfort. And now, the reptilian brain isn't always bad. Like, if there's a bunch of dodgy guys down an alleyway with, I don't know, knives, maybe it's not the best idea to go down there. And that's when the reptilian brain fires. But also when it comes to weight loss or doing something for your health or something a bit different, or, going to that, I don't know, that dance class you always wanted to, but you feel shy, and so you stay at home, or signing up to the gym because you feel shy and you don't want to go. And that's when the reptilian brain fires, right? Or like, or doing like a program, but you're like, oh, maybe it'll be too expensive. Oh, I'll just leave it. And that's when the reptilian brain fires and we go back to what's comfortable. But it's really important to remember why we're doing this. And it is for our health. It's to get to the double digits, to feel better about ourselves and to live longer, happier within ourselves, and also for our families too. So I just wanted to touch on that and just be aware of that reptilian brain, because it can lead us astray at times. Yeah. So then I wanted to kind of talk about as well is in my post that I'm not sure if you saw it. I think some of you commented on it, was the two wolves, right? Positive and negative thoughts going through our mind all the time. And it's really easy to get negative, right? It's really easy to get negative about things, and especially with weight loss, especially if things aren't going your way, it's easy to be like, oh, this sucks. Like what? Why am I not losing weight fast enough? Or, like why don't I have my beach body yet? It's very easy to get upset about these things. But on this journey, it's very important to stay as positive as possible. And I'm a big believer in like the universe and in energy. So if we give off a negative vibe, we're going to attract negativity. If we give up positive vibes, we're going to positivity is going to come to us. So yeah, really important. I was telling Georgia today as well, throwing you under the bus, Georgia. Nah, not really, but she's doing incredible. But it's all about like every single day. If we try and become 1% better in 100 days, we're 100% better. We're 100 times better than we were just by doing just the aiming at being 1% better each and every day. And I feel like that's a really good mentality to have, and really building those good habits and rituals, right? And the easiest way to start building good habits and rituals is doing small things first and just being aware. Like one of the first things I did when I was trying to build habits and rituals is that, okay, I'm going to wake up at the same time every day. So 6 a.m. wake up. For me, it was 6 a.m. For other people, it could be 7, it could be 8, or it could be 4 in the morning, right? All different times. But whatever you pick, do it the same. Do it the same, and then you're starting off, okay, we've built that first good habit. We're going to keep that habit going. And the next one's, okay, we're going to exercise at the same time each day. And just building those good habits. Obviously, like if you're a busy parent and stuff, and sometimes you can't exercise in the same time, that's okay. But just little things what you can control, and just building those really good habits, right? Yeah, it takes like almost a month to build a good habit, 21 days to build a good habit, but it takes 3 days to break it as well. If you've got a good habit, it will take 3 days to break it. So if you miss the gym for 3 days, if you miss exercising for 3 days, chances are it's going to be really hard to get back. So the more momentum you can create, the better it is. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool. Awesome. And I think like another thing that holds people back a lot in a weight loss journey is identity, right? Like an identity. So we, like when we were born, we're just kids, happy as Larry, and then somewhere along the line, we get an identity, right? Someone language something negative to us, and we take it on board, right? And like when we were with me in school, I was told by my siblings, I was told by people at school that I was fat, and so I was like, okay, that's, I didn't like it, but that's who I am. So I took that identity on, and so by doing that subconsciously, I started doing things. Oh, well, I'm fat, so I need to eat, and then I took that with me, right? And even when I was trying to lose weight at times, the old me will come back. I even had weird stuff in my head that like, oh, if I lost weight, I won't be funny anymore. So I'm the funny fat guy. And really taking that identity on. So it goes like you have an identity, and then you value that identity, right? So you have a value. Okay. So for example, I value, so for example, I'll use the example of smoking, right? So I'm a smoker, and I value smoking because it helps me deal with stress, or I look cool when I smoke, whatever smokers do. And therefore, I believe this is who I am, and then subconsciously they action it, right? Subconsciously they action it, and then therefore if they're going to hang out with other people that smoke, and the cycle just keeps on going around and around and around, right? But if we flip it on this head and we're like, okay, well, actually, I want to practice self-love. So therefore, I value looking after myself, and I value healing my body and taking care of myself. Therefore, I believe in health and looking after myself. And then subconsciously, I'm going to action it. Therefore, I'm going to hang out with other people who do the same. And it's a triple effect, right? And just being very conscious of, and just remembering we can choose all these things. We can choose the person we want to be. We can choose the identity, right? So like with me, when I was the fat kid, and I chose it, and then I started getting into sports, and I was like, well, I value this a lot more now, and so I'm going to do this. And by valuing it, I went from fat kid to an athlete, right? And then after that, I became a personal trainer. And by having that shift and just changing the way I talked about myself and the way I saw myself, and just having that conscious decision that, and drawing the line in the sand, that's the old me. If people put me down, I'm going to stop hanging out with those people, because I want to hang out with people who push me up. Therefore, my environment changed, my identity and myself changed, my language and how I talked about myself changed, and then my values changed, right? Instead of going to McDonald's after school with my friends, I started going to the gym, and then I started playing sports. And then my beliefs changed, right? My beliefs went from whatever tasted good to whatever is going to help me with my sport. And then my actions started to change. But the thing is that other people are going to put your beliefs onto you, right? Like when like when I was growing up, right? I grew up, and my parents would try and put their beliefs onto me. Okay, John, what you have to do is that you have to go to school, you have to get an education, you have to get a job, follow your dreams, but get the safest job possible. And that's what you're going to do, and that's that. And you know, you're going to get married, have kids, and live happily ever after, right? But the thing is, I never realized that, you know, that it was okay to have different beliefs, to have a different path, or to choose different things. And it's really important that to realize that, and not to let other people put their beliefs onto you, but to actually think, okay, what do I actually believe? Well, what do I actually want? And what do I actually want in life? And once I did that, things started to change, and my environment started to change too. Like, I love my parents a lot, but we have different beliefs and different views on life. And yeah, and I feel a lot better instead of trying to mimic what they're doing, when I said enough's enough and I believe in this way and this is the path that I'm going to walk, then I felt a lot better. And not taking the other people's beliefs. Like, if I kept on taking on the beliefs of my friends calling me fat and that I'll always be fat and stuff like that, I wouldn't be here today. So don't let people's negativity rub off on you. The most important opinion is your own. So that's the most important thing. Is there any questions about that? Any questions? Any challenges? Has everyone in your environments have been supportive?
Yep.
Yep. That's
Yep.
good. That's good. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Cool. Awesome. And is there anything in particular has anyone been challenged with? Any challenges? No. Is there anything that I've kind of went over that resonates?
Getting rid of negative people.
Negative people? Yeah. It's a big one. Yeah.
Me, I think that having your own beliefs and it kind of got me thinking that maybe I need to sort of set my own beliefs first.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't have that many strong opinions about things, I guess. So I think for it to sort of work for me, I need to form a strong opinion and be like, yeah, this is what I want, this is what I am, you know, this is, yeah, kind of forming that opinion to begin with, I think.
100%. 100%. Like, for example, like my mum, she always watches the news, right? And she's just like, oh, did you watch what happened in the news? Did you see what happened in I don't know, in China? Something really bad happened in China. I was like, no, I don't watch the news, Mum. She's like, how come don't you? That's so bad, John. You need to watch the news. But I'm like, well, every time I watch the news, I feel sad. So I'm not going to watch the news if I'm going to feel sad. And it's my choice and it's my belief that I don't want to watch the news. And like, you know, and so 100% just having a think, or maybe journaling, like, okay, this is what I believe in and this is what I don't believe in, and I'm going to stick to my guns. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Georgia. And Stella, yeah, the negative people as well. I use a metaphor. I'm not sure if I've told you guys before, but climbing the mountain of success. So there's 3 types of people. There are pullers, there's campers, and there are climbers. So pullers are the people that pull you down and want to stop you climbing the mountain. Like, your goal is to get to the double digits and stay there. They're like, oh, you know, you've tried losing weight so many times before and, you know, it hasn't happened. It hasn't. And those type of people you need to cut off. You need to cut them off by the legs, right? And the only reason why they're doing that is that their own insecurities in themselves. But it's really important to stay away from those type of people. Then the next type of people are campers. So they just want to chill, they want to relax, they just want to camp, but they don't want to climb the mountain of success with you. but they usually find they're supportive, but you don't want to be around them too much because then they're going to do this. They're just going to keep doing the same things, and they don't want to climb the mountain with you. It's like my school friends. All they want to do every weekend is drink. Every weekend. They're great guys, but I can't hang out with them all the time because that's just what they do. I'm sure we all have we all have friends like that. So distance myself from them, but then you don't have to cut them off. And then the next one is people that you want to be around with all the time, or as much as possible, is other people climbing the mountains of success. So that, you know, they're into fitness, they're into you know, into, like, if you're into your career and they're into their career, you can hang out and stuff, and you can climb the mountain together. That's what's so cool about this community, is because we all have the same dreams and aspirations and the same goals to get to the double digits and get healthier. So yeah, definitely, that's a huge takeaway. Stay away from the negatives. And yeah, and another thing that I want to touch on with that really helped me, and it actually made me realize before I started double digit coaching, and it's called the ripple effect, or the butterfly effect, right? So if you have, all right, who am I going to do this with? All right. So, okay, Tracy, I'm going to do this with you, okay? That's okay?
Yep.
Cool. So, Tracy. All right. So, Tracy, what is your goal? Double digits?
96, yeah.
96 kilos, okay? Cool. All right. And why is that important to you?
Why? Because it's not a triple. It's not. It doesn't have 3 digits.
Okay. What would your life look like with the double digits? Like, what will change?
My ultimate goal at the moment, like as in the last week, is to bring my cholesterol down and and get off my blood pressure tablets. So that I believe being in the double digits would help all of that.
Yeah. And okay, and why is it important to get off your the blood pressure medication and to lower your cholesterol?
Well, coming off the blood pressure tablets would ultimately mean my blood pressure has lowered.
Yeah.
Having low blood pressure would take away any would lessen like heart attacks and stuff.
Yeah, heart attack.
Sorry about the background.
No, that's okay. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. And so, pretty much, the reason why is that you want your health to be better, so you don't die early. Pretty much.
Yeah, an early death. Yeah.
All right. Cool. And let's say worst came to worst, and you did die. Like, what would happen then?
My kids would be without a parent for starters.
Yeah.
So I've got like 6 children and a moko. So just not being around for them is a big thing for me.
Yeah. And what's the age span for your kids? Like, what are the ages?
26 and 3.
Okay. All right. So and obviously their life, if you weren't here, would be dramatically impacted, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a negative way, because kids need their mom. All right. So. All right. Cool. And And it's probably for your kids to be the best that they can be. They need you to be around, right, Tracy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, that's the belief.
yeah. But yeah, 100%. I think that's a good belief. So, and that's the ripple effect, and that's what with most moms, right? That hello.
Hi.
So Tracy, she wants to get to the double digits. She wants to get off her blood pressure medication, and then to avoid heart attacks and then early deaths, so she can be around for her 6 kids and her moko, and to be around as much as possible, so that that their kid that she can be there for their kids, and obviously the kids will be incredibly impacted if mom wasn't there, and then Tracy can still help them to be the best that they can be, because usually your mom is your best mentor, or one of the best mentors. So really important. But that's the ripple effect, right? And by being around as much as possible, Tracy can teach them to be the best that they can be, and then in the future they can have a huge impact, right? And I think that's what all moms want, right? Yeah, cool. So what I want you all to do for homework, right, is to look at your beliefs. So on one side, saying one belief, right, like the belief that I have now, and then the belief that I want to have, and then as well, I want you to do your butterfly effect. So what I did with Tracy, so you can actually find out what your purpose is, and then then the why will become much stronger, right? Like I'll do it quickly, but my ripple effect was that, okay, I want to help. Like my biggest fear growing up was that my mom was going to die early. Biggest fear. She was 150 kilos, and if she would go to the hospital, stuff like that. Panic, really freaked out. And a 10-year-old shouldn't be worried about that, right? So that was my biggest fear. So, and then as well, I was going to pick on at school for being chubby. So I didn't want any kid to feel like the way that I felt, worried about their mum and also getting picked on as well. So I thought if I could teach ladies to get to the double digits, not only that they could, live longer and happier, but then as well they'll be able to teach their kids the right habits and rituals, so those kids don't get picked on. And that was my butterfly effect. So doing that is really powerful, finding your butterfly effect. And not only that's finding your why, but that's what I call finding your why behind the why. And that's like a true purpose. So yeah, everyone all good to do that?
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. So I think I rambled on long enough on your Monday night. You probably all want to go to bed soon, especially the Kiwis. Aussie's got a little bit time difference. Yeah, any questions about any of that, or it sounds good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. I'll see you all very soon. If you need anything, I'm just a message away. I'm always here to help you guys. I all want you to win, right? So let's keep up the great work. Let's keep on exercising, good nutrition. Let's keep on posting, communicating with each other, because this is the positive environment that we all need, right? We're climbing the mountain of success together.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.